Every once in a while, you have to go against the grain, and your opinions aren't always popular. And maybe this is a list of bourbons that maybe aren't the most popular.
So these are basically going to be 5 bottles of whiskey that we love that not everybody tends to like, really.
Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we're going to talk about some things that we love that maybe some other people don't like.
Yeah, so with this kind of video, we kind of did one that we talked about where we hated bottles that people tend to be big fans of. This is a video where we're going to talk about bottles that we are fans of that we tend to find that other people aren't.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's just, I mean, ultimately it's just a profile thing, right? But these are still bottles that we tend to gravitate to, that we think are great.
Yeah.
Or distillery, you know, some of these are like, I think just like a profile of a distillery too. So,
yeah.
But before we start, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notifications button. And go ahead and put down in the comments below, what are some bottles that you all love that maybe is not generally popular? Or
even in your circles, like what are some things that you like that your friends don't like and they're like, you're such an idiot for liking that.
Today's video sponsor is Original Grain. Go to originalgrain.com/kingdom for 10% off your next order. And currently right now for Father's Day, they have a site-wide $100 off, so you can stack both those to get the lowest price ever.
So Original Grain is our newest sponsor, and we are excited about this partnership. They have been making watches from unique materials for like the last 10 or 11 years. Yep. And every watch they sell, they plant a tree, so they're like conscious of the environment and everything like that, which is super cool. And they've planted like over 500,000 trees, close to
that's wild.
Yeah, which is really crazy. They're also a veteran and family-owned business, which for me and we own a family business too, so we always love it when the smaller guys get an opportunity to kind of be part of the game. So I really, really love that. And
something else that's really cool about Original Grain, they are partnering with Jack Daniels. And if you've been around our channel for any time at all, we are huge Jack Daniels fans.
Huge fans.
Huge. They make some of the best whiskey that's out there. They have one of the best experiences down there in Tennessee with their distillery. And now they are partnering with a great brand with Original Grain to make unique timepieces. And they are awesome.
Just in time for Father's Day.
Just in time for Father's Day.
You can go to originalgrain.com/kingdom and use our code KINGDOM at checkout for 10% off your entire order. You can also stack that on top of already $100 off the entire site-wide for Father's Day. And you can stack those together, which is really, really awesome.
It's the biggest it's the biggest savings that Original Grain's ever done. So definitely take advantage of it.
You're going to get a great timepiece at a great, great price.
Yep.
Thank you to Original Grain for...
Like this first bottle. Because Dave does not love this bottle like how I do.
I like this bottle, but I don't love this bottle. But that's okay.
JW Dant. Now, this little guy right here. The original sour mash.
I do like the price of it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, for a bottle and bond, it's like $15.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It is delicious. Now, here, and if I'm speaking for you, I apologize. Is it because you don't like this bottle as much because JTS Brown is so cheap and it's literally the same distillery, bottle and bond and all that?
Yeah, basically, I think.
That's fair.
That's kind of what it boils down to.
I think this is really good. I think it kind of gets... I think it kind of gets shunned because JTS Brown is so good. Basically same proof from Heaven Hill. And
I feel like it's a battle. There's JW Dant versus JTS Brown. And
I mean, I don't know if it's that intense with that voice. But
I do feel like it's that intense. I feel like if this bottle had arms and legs and could fight, it would want to fight JTS Brown.
Who wins?
JTS Brown.
Yeah, probably in landslide. But it's still really good. It's going to go probably 15 rounds.
Yeah, it probably will. It'd be fine.
All right, next one. A Four Roses barrel strength. Now, we don't have any particular recipe we're talking about here. We're just talking about in general.
Yeah.
I am kind of surprised how much I see in comments, or I hear other reviewers or other people being like, I just don't like Four Roses. And it's like, I don't know what it is, because to me, I think these are, yes, they have spice in them. But I feel like if you like ryes, this could be right up your alley.
Yeah.
And for somebody who drinks, I mean, Four Roses barrel strengths to me are I don't want to say daily drinker, but I mean, I probably have a couple pours of different ones throughout the week at some point in time.
Yeah.
And I just love them. I love what Four Roses does outside of their pricing right now. I'm just shocked at how much.
I'm surprised too, because I feel like recipe in, recipe out, they're solid through and through, and I'm not quite sure why they don't get the love that they probably should.
I feel like they deserve it. I don't understand it either.
One of the best distilleries to me. They're in my top 3 distilleries, because I just feel like,
for me too.
I just feel like they make such quality stuff through and through, whether it's their regular stuff or to their allocated stuff. And generally they price it right.
Agreed.
I think generally.
Agreed.
I think this one, because it was cheap for so long, that it has felt weird for it to be what it is.
That is also true.
But I also, I feel like maybe I've judged them harshly, because they used to be $65 and now they're $100.
And you could buy 2 of them.
And you could buy 2 of them. Yeah. Like, there's some things that go into playing that, and maybe that's part of the whole, the whole hate on them, or whatever.
But there's a ton of people who don't like them that don't even live in the area. Like, they live halfway across country, so.
I just think they're so good.
They are.
Yeah.
They're excellent. Next one. This is the Peerless High Rye. Now, basically, you could kind of argue High Rye with Four Roses, High Rye with Peerless.
Yeah.
I think this is a different scenario, though. I think this one gets some hate strictly because of pricing.
Yeah, I would say.
And I think that's where that's
a lot of Peerless in general.
I do agree with that. I think it's gotten a little bit better over the years, because a lot of other things have went up.
Yeah.
And Peerless has went up, but not as much as maybe some others.
Yeah. They were already up, so going up just a little bit doesn't make it as bad as going up like what some of the other things have done.
Agreed.
And I do generally agree. Like, Peerless makes really good products, and no one wants to bite the bullet and pay for what they're trying to get.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just think overall, like, this is a very sneaky, like, this punches up.
Yeah, it does. It definitely punches up.
Between the proof of this being 110.5, but it drinks like it's higher proof than that.
Yeah.
And I just think that spice helps it to compete a lot against a lot of stuff. And I just see people being like, it's not that good. I'm like, it's actually phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really good.
So,
yeah.
All right. Next one. This is the old Barrell Seagrass.
What's funny is this was my first foray into ryes and liking ryes.
This is such a cheater rye.
It is a cheater rye. But it introduced me to ryes, and I didn't hate this one. And actually, I really like this one.
It's awesome.
This year 1, this was in our top. Was this in our top 10?
This was one of our top 10s, and I think this was actually a very early reviewed bottle that we did.
Yeah.
I think what's really funny is I tried it at a tasting, and I was like, this thing is wild, and I was like, man, I think Dave might actually like this for a rye.
Yeah.
And
I did.
And you did.
Yeah.
You did.
I did.
What's crazy is Fred Minnick loved it. A whole bunch of other people loved it. It did really well for a lot of people. And then all of a sudden I start seeing all this hate for it. Like, I don't know if I think I maybe have one friend that, like, I hunt bourbon with, like, in our little, like, circle, our little group, that maybe likes it. And I think the rest of them all, like, despise it. And to me, it's a little light. It's soda. It has like a soda kind of note. And to me, I just think it's really, really good.
It's really good.
And yes, it's a finished, product. And yes, it's not the cheapest thing in the world. It's not super expensive like how, I think maybe when it first came out, people looked at it.
Yeah.
But, make it over there.
Sorry. The world, you just yawn every once in a while. So,
but I just think this is such a great intro to finish and to rise and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
I think this.
I hate seeing this get hate.
Yeah, I think for me, this kind of helped me to start exploring ryes, even though this is not a rye. It kind of helped me.
No, it's definitely not a rye.
It kind of helped me get over the hump of like looking at ryes and going, I hate ryes and I'm never going to drink a rye. This one helped me kind of like just start dabbling in it to where today, this was my gateway. Seagrass was my gateway, and now I like a lot of ryes. So
yeah, fair.
Yeah.
All right, last one. The old Penelope Valencia.
Yeah,
I love this bottle, and out of all the Penelopes, I feel like this one gets like the most disrespect. And I went back to this the other day.
You want me to tell you which one should get the most disrespect?
Well, I know what I would have said until we just did a video not too long ago.
With that?
Oh, no, Penelope Toasted.
That probably should now. That's probably true. The Penelope Toasted has overtaken the Penelope Rio for me, but
guys, I don't know if video's out yet. Probably not.
Who knows?
But we did a video where we did a blind with toasted products or toasted bourbon, and we had a Penelope Toasted in there, and it was dead last for a reason. It was awful. But anyways, going back to Valencia, I think everybody loves a Rio. I think for whatever reason people like toasted. I think the rosé cask gets some respect.
Yeah, it does.
I don't understand why the Valencia.
The cork on the rosé is probably the thing that gets the best love.
Yeah,
the glass cork.
That's a tricky cork.
Yeah.
I don't know why people don't talk more about this. I love this thing.
Yeah.
I think it is just gorgeous of a profile. It's fruity.
I've had this in an old fashioned.
I bet that's fire.
And it sets it off just right.
I bet it is awesome.
Yeah, it sets it off
in
just
a
perfectly.
mixed drink or whatever.
Yeah.
But honestly,
I mean, it's good by itself too. Like it's good.
I just think this is so good.
Yeah.
But anyways, so that is our list. Let us know in the comments below what we got right and what we got wrong. And yeah.
Till next time.
We'll see you.
We'll see you.